Always a party at Patchworks. Let's get this party started. Woot, woot. Hi, everyone. This is Julie from Patchworks, and I am so excited that you're joining us for another Must Sew TV tonight here at Patchworks. It is Thursday, July 3rd, 2025, and we're coming live a little early because of the crazy holiday weekend. And I just couldn't skip this week though because I wanted to show you a whole bunch of fun new stuff and didn't want to miss saying hello to you. So let me just make sure that we are all connected. I know we're probably going to have a little bit smaller audience today because I didn't quite go live at a specific time. So hello, hello. I see Facebook is seeing us and I see that YouTube seeing us as well, so it is great, 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 great. I am just going to quick drop in the comments here the link for this week's show. We introduced a week ago where every show now is going to have its own page, so how exciting is that? So you can always see what is going on and what's being shown in the shows so that we can look back and remember, well, weeks from now. We have this quilt that's behind me here just for a couple more hours, and then it's going to go into a box and go back to Moda. And so I just wanted the opportunity to share with you a little bit more about it. We'll go through a little demo in a little bit. And then we have this fun 6-yard bundle that we're doing this week, and then 3 new lines and some fun new goodies. So let's get started. We are closed on Friday and Saturday. We'll be back on Tuesday. So hope that works with everyone's schedule. Grillin' and chillin'. So we haven't done a 6-yard bundle for a while. We got a whole bunch of new fabrics into the sale room, and these went together really fun. They're from different collections, and I thought it might be fun to put a bargain bundle together. So our 6-yard bundle, 6 single yard cuts. We can make 7 kits, so it is very limited edition. And this is found on the page for the show, and we're calling it Chillin' and Grillin'. So we have fun watermelon. We have a teeny tiny bandana print. I love these grilling utensils. Some picnic plaid, super fun. We have some polka dots, white polka dots on orange. And then I thought these white stars on black would be super cool. So these fabrics, we can do 7 bundles, but also extra yardage of certain of them are available extra. And to sort of sweeten the pot, for the first bundle that is sold, you are going to get this cool Eat, Drink, and Barbecue retired sample apron that we had here. So I just found this in the back and I thought it was super cool. And if you didn't want an apron, you could take it apart for the fabric, kind of cool. We would have sold it for, I think, $25, yeah, as a finished sample. And it is just here, and it is going to be a prize for the first person that gets that Chillin' and Grillin' bundle that we have set ready to go. Woohoo, how fun is that? Talking about just fun summer weather as well, just want to remind you we have watermelon nomies and super fun. I don't think that this is connected to the show quite yet, but I'll make sure after the show that we have this connected so that it'll show up really nice there. And we do have our unique bundles that have the watermelon in it. So it's red, green, black, and watermelon. So the watermelon print is the inspiration. We have patchwork made 10-inch squares and 2.5-inch strips. And these are on sale. So now is the perfect time if you wanted to pick them up And if you're not watermelon-y, you actually could even just use them for the red or green or black strips. 2.5-inch strip set is $29.99 for a set of 40. And I'll make sure that the same price is on the 10-inch squares. I see it's currently at $33.59, but I'll match the price because I know people. So I'll make that happen. All right. So let me clear this off here, and then I am going to show you the pattern for our star-spangled quilt behind us. Oh, it's so fun to see everybody tuning in here today. Thank you so much. And if you're catching us on the replay, don't worry. We went early tonight, and I didn't tell you when we were going to go early. So, who's ready to check out the details of this block? So this is a box kit. It features the pattern Frontier from Star Spangled. And so I put the whole Star Spangled collection in our show notes today. The quilt finishes 67 by 77. So that means you are going to need like 4.5 yards of backing. This features a Moda chambray, so it's really, really nice. Extra texture in there. And a couple customers were a little scared about it, and they said, Julie, how do I sew on the chambray? And you're just like any other cotton, but if you were scared of it, you could add a little bit extra starch before, when you're pressing your fabric before you start cutting anything out. And that might give you that boost of confidence for being able to work with it a little bit easier. So Angie went ahead and she stepped out this block for us. So I'm just going to lay it out here. And it's actually pretty simple. It starts with your charm packs, and then you have a background and the chambray as well. So let us look overhead. So for our Star Spangled, oops, and we're not on Grillin' and Chillin' anymore. So this is our Star Spangled quilt. We are going to be making connector corner flying geese, okay? So that is where we take our square that is the same size as our strip. We sew from point to point. We'll press it back. I like to trim away my excess, but I don't trim until I make sure that it's the right size. And then I'll repeat on the other side. Da-da-da. And there you have your flying goose. After you have your flying goose, we are going to attach, go this way, we will attach a cutout half, or we're going to have a triangle that's attached to it, okay? Now, if I'm going to be working with triangles and bias edges, I would prefer to starch my fabric ahead of time. So that is what I recommend for you. Then we are going to be attaching it to a larger triangle. And finishing it up by attaching it to a flying goose with this little triangle on the end and a cornerstone. Really super simple. Put on a large chambray cut triangle, and voila. I'm so quick today with my sewing, right? So this is how it ends up. This is pieced to size. There is no squaring up of this block. I recommend starch. I recommend pinning your blocks to help keep everything in place. And you know, it also can be really, really helpful for using a stiletto or the back side of a seam ripper to act as a pointy edge as you are piecing everything through your sewing machine. So helping you not manhandle it through. But it is super cute, super fun to put together, and we have a handful of these kits left. They are $119.99 and are available on the site. I know a handful of you already picked up these kits, and so I thought I would go through the step out in case if you needed a little bit extra assistance on that. All right. So who is excited about other new stuff? Whew, lots of new stuff. I know, it's hot and it's summer and we're thinking about the 4th of July and grilling and chilling and red, white, and blue quilts and all that fun stuff. But what comes in June and July? Christmas and Halloween. So let's take a peek at our latest Halloween fabric. So our latest Halloween fabric is Fabulous from Me and My Sister Designs. And we got in the pre-cuts from this line and then a few key pieces, and then we put together a fat stack for it that features some of their other blenders, so it goes together really, really well. Let's take a peek overhead. So, fabulous, my friends Barb and Mary from Me and My Sister Designs. We have the whole layer cake and charm pack. And let's take a peek at this. Oh, these are like retro. Don't these look like ghosts that are made with like sheets from the 70s? Do you remember having those flowered sheets and like this crazy avocado green and fun orange? We have this great diagonal plaid. We paired it with just a beautiful scattered dot from, this is not part of the collection, but this is part of the Me and My Sister collection that we have in store. Not so spooky spider webs from the collection. Ooh, I love these. So these little dots with diamonds in them. Green, love it. This also not from the collection, but I think it goes perfectly well. And the dot to round out the collection. Now, oh my gosh, these multicolored jack-o'-lanterns here, super cute, super cute. A little bit more orange, a little bit more hot pink, and then back with our fun ghosts. Woo-hoo-hoo. Super, super fun. So we have a fat stack together for this in the Fabulous collection. We'll be making sure all of our links go live. If they aren't all live at the time of the original airing of this show, that was a little bit earlier tonight. We just wanted to make sure that we could go live before we left for the weekend. So, but I definitely am going to be making sure that everything is shoppable and has pictures tonight and all that good stuff. So that is that fat stack for Fabulous. And we have coordinating yardage in stock. And as I said, these go really, really well with all that Me and My Sister fabric that you have in your stash. Super cute. Does anybody remember those fun sheets? All right. Next up, we have, where should we go next? We have two Christmas collections, Tiny Christmas or Cabin Christmas. What do you think? I think we should switch and go to Christmas Cabin, which is from Mia Charo. It's a sweet little line that from Free Spirit, super cute, and it has a cute little panel that goes along with it. So let me show you the panel first. So the panel is a 36-inch wide panel, and it is 36 by 44 with the fabric here. Look at this. Oh, and we're not fabulous anymore. So we are Christmas Cabin. We'll make sure to change that. So this one would be super easy to just frame out and quilt and be done with it, right? Or you could do something super exciting with it. But that is super fun, and I love the owl. I love the robin. I mean, that robin is so sweet. And then you have the little hedgie on the bottom. Super cute. The other panel we have that's not in our fat quarter bundle for the line are squares, and we didn't think that we should put it in the fat quarter. So we are just selling this by the quarter of the yard, and the repeat is 2 rows. Super cute. Let's come this way so you can see it all, okay? So I think that's super cute. And then there are 8 coordinating fabrics on the bolt that go with this line. And these saturated colors will go really well with some solids or other tonals off of our color wall. Let's take a peek overhead. So we have some stylized flowers on pink. This might be my favorite print of the line. Look at these cute, cute, cute little hedgies. So cute, you want to squish them. Love this. So there's a little bit of brown in the green, so you have some deep pine green, some avocado green, a little beige, some red. Oh, and these trees are great. Some fun plaid that are just on trend with this color here. We see this, it's not a mint, it's not a sage seafoam, I'm not sure, but it's just the color. Ooh, and then we have the deer. Look at this. Deer with a wreath of poinsettias and holly. And then our owl. Such great art. These can be used individually, they can be used together. Next week we'll review some fun projects we can do with these. But you can also, these would be great for pillowcases, for pajama pants, for fun big square projects. Lots and lots and lots of fun. Love that. So this is Christmas Cabin. 8 prints with the blocks, with the animals, squares of the animals, and then the 36-inch repeat panel. Any big plans for the weekend? Oh, Sherry, don't apologize that you were late. I was late. I think I told you I was going live at 3:30 this afternoon. Everybody kept shopping, which is great. So I wasn't going to kick everybody out of the store. Next up, we have Tiny Christmas. Tiny Christmas. So we're waiting on some of the pattern inspiration for this. So we'll be revisiting this next week, but I just was so excited about it because a lot of you have been asking about it. It's one of those super trendy, super hot, cute lines that was coming. So Lizzie House is relatively new with Moda. She's been with the quilt industry for some time now. And in keeping with Tiny, the line is called Tiny Christmas. So let's take a peek overhead. And oh, I love this. We have some stamps. Look at that cat stamp. Oh my gosh, so cute. We have, oh, this is so cute. So these are elves getting ready for the holidays. This is the pearl bracelet, and this is a white on white, and it is the small version. This great coordinate. This coordinate has notes, tossed little pine trees. Flowers. We have some more poinsettias. And then we have the stamps in pink background. As I mentioned, oh, dancing candy canes, come on. Oh my gosh. You know, it's such a long time in between when we order the fabrics and when they come in that sometimes you just forget how cute some of the things are, especially when we haven't started making anything with these beautiful prints yet. We have our elves. Then we get into sort of a salmon-y pink background. Ooh, and then we have the red background on our stamps. Dancing candy canes. This is probably going to be the most popular color here. Love our elves. Love it. And then we have our minty green here. A little bit more of like, well, this is vintagey, like what would be 50s or 60s green for Christmas. Jetsons-ish, right? Or maybe this is my favorite candy cane. Love it, love it, love it. So you could either go serious by taking the flowers and some coordinates, right? Flowers, coordinates like this. Without having any characters in it, right? So you could do something serious like this, or you could go totally fun and play with these great characters here, or combine the two. We have jelly rolls, charm packs, and layer cakes of this line. There are 31 different fabrics in the Fat Quarter bundle that are part of the Yardage collection, and then there is a panel, and the panel is a 36-inch garland panel, and let me show you that. Look at this. Isn't that fun? Am I going this way? Nope, this way. Okay, so you can cut those out and use them as a garland, or you could cut them out and use them as an applique on a quilt. I think that could be a lot of fun. So lots of different options here. I mean, look at the little kitty hanging by the lights, and then we have a Christmas dinosaur. Oh my gosh. So lots of fun. And if you had one, I think it would be a lot more fun to face these with like a solid fabric. If you were to face it, I wouldn't want to put them on each other and then just, I'd want to continue and extend it. Right, yeah. So then you'd want a yard of fabric to go with it, and maybe a little bit of interfacing or some fusible fleece to give it a little bit of oomph. So we have Fat Quarter bundles, we have half yard bundles. If you needed custom cuts, let us know. And we do have pattern inspiration that is coming. It just didn't arrive this week yet. Shipping was a little weird this week with the holidays. All right. What else do I have to show you? Well, we did get a few other new things, and that just kind of are little add-on fun things. So we got some more glam bags here. We have a whole really great collection of these vinyl pouches that come from Moda. So this is Sewing Icons. Really, really nice. And this one's super exciting. So this is the Nantucket Summer Floral Glam Bag, which means Nantucket Summer's got to be pretty close, right? I can't wait. So the classic blues florals with the greenery in there on a white background. So classic. I cannot wait for that line. And that has one of those fun add-ons that goes along with it. Okay. Then with some customer requests, we got in a couple things from local sewing entrepreneur, shop owner, Natalie from Sew Hungry Hippie. So we have a couple of her patterns in stock, and this is Time for Change zippy pouch, and then we have the Ruby bag, and we also have the Comet case pattern, which is a super fun little easy pattern, great price point, and it's an introduction to vinyl if you were interested in some of these, not only clear vinyl for making like a little pouch, but we also got in a couple of her decorative pouches, or decorative vinyls again. So we got the sewing one back in again, and the coffee one. I love the coffee one. And these are rolled up. We're selling them by the roll. This is a 12 by 52 roll. So it's not 12 by 52. It is 18 by 52. 18 by 52. So that's really exciting. And then, so I'll have to change the description on that. And then we also have a Glitter Star half roll, which is 18 by 28. So if you need a little glitter in your life, that one is super fun. And so that is really exciting that we have those in there. If you were looking for some more holiday sewing, I did just grab a couple things. So from Books, Oldies But Goodies, we have Summer Memories, and this is a Susan Aki book. Really fun with some projects here, including some red, white, and blue inspiration. Sewing something up. We've been having a run on Table-tastic 3 again. Love Doug's Table Runners, and these are super fun. You have 20 patterns for runners and toppers, and you do have some Americana style in there. From our Solux pouch clubs, we have Old Glory pouch and Shining Star pouch, which take your little bits leftovers from the quilts that you've been making. Carol Doak always has some fun, easy paper piecing things in here, and there's some really nice different occasions. So lots of different occasions that you can make things, and you could even turn those fun little sewed up paper piece blocks into cards, which could be super fun. And then our friends at Fabric Cafe, we have a 3-yard patriotic book. If you're feeling the need for play with more red, white, and blue all summer long. So, very, very fun. We are having a pretty short little program today with the holiday schedule. I just wanted to make sure that we were able to go live so you could see the new things, and I'll double check all those links that I posted on the page to make sure that all the bundles and everything's live with pictures and all the good things. If there's anything that you need, make sure to comment and we'll get things happening for you. Just want to also do our final recap and share about that 6-yard bundle again, because I know we had some people joining in later in our program since we kind of had a non-typical start where I just started live and didn't really prep you as to what time I was going to go. So we put together a fun 6-yard bundle, and let me just show you that again. It is called Chillin' and Grillin'. We have just a handful of them available with some coordinating yardage to go with it. And I'm going to show you overhead with the fun fabrics. So we have a nice black background with white stars, a picnic plaid, white polka dot with orange, really cool grilling utensils, a tiny bandana print, and a cool watermelon. So 1 yard each of 6 fabrics for the value price of $49.99. 7 bundles available. I'm not sure if we sold any yet. I was saying that the first person to buy one of those amazing panels will get this super cool panel, apron. This is a retired sample that we made, and it's super cool. You could either wear it, give it, or take it apart to use the fabric. Thanks so much for spending time with us. Remember, we are closed on Friday and Saturday. I hope you have an excellent long weekend with your family and friends or in your sewing room, because it's going to be a hot one, and so I know I'd love to spend some time in my sewing room. We will be going live next Thursday at 7 p.m., our normal bat time, the normal bat channel. Let me know if you need anything. Until next time, happy quilting, and we'll see you soon.